Today, I have a story I'd like to share with you. Have you ever experienced something like this? You wake up in the morning, haven't really done anything yet, but already feel exhausted. Tasks swirl around in your mind, those thoughts grow bigger and bigger, and eventually you end up doing nothing at all. I've had days like that too. Actually, to be honest, I had them quite often. On days like that, I always tried to find more. A better method, a more perfect plan, a more certain answer. I'd search the internet, look through books, and ask people for advice. But strangely enough, the more I did this, the more complicated my mind became, and I felt even more lost about what to do. Then I realized something. The more thoughts you have, the simpler the things you actually need to do should become. What does this mean? It's not saying to give up. Quite the opposite, actually. It means to focus on just one thing that truly matters right now, in this moment. Why do our thoughts multiply like this? Most of the time, it's because we worry about things that haven't happened yet, or regret things that have already passed. What should I say in tomorrow's meeting? I shouldn't have said that last week. How should I plan for next month? I should have started this last year. These thoughts continue endlessly. Meanwhile, the present moment just passes by. When thoughts multiply, life becomes heavy. Making decisions becomes harder and harder, and taking action gets delayed more and more. So what we need isn't a perfect plan, but a simple standard. One thing I can do right now. One thing I must do today. One thing I need most at this moment. That alone is enough. It really is enough. Let me share a story with you here. A few years ago, I went through a really difficult time. Work wasn't going well, relationships were challenging, and my health wasn't good either. Back then, I tried to fix everything all at once. Do my work properly, start exercising, repair relationships, read books, work on self-development. My daily to-do list had more than 20 items. What was the result? I couldn't do any of them properly. Every night I'd fall asleep blaming myself. Why am I so weak-willed? Why can't I even do this? Then one day, a senior colleague said to me, "Just do one thing today. If you do that one thing properly, that's success." At first, it seemed too simple and actually felt strange. Just one? What about everything else? But I tried it. The next morning, I chose just one thing. Today, I'll just take a 30-minute walk. That was it. That evening, when I returned from my walk, I can't forget that feeling. It was a small thing, but the sense of achievement from actually completing it. And more than anything, the relief of not having to blame myself anymore. The next day, I chose one thing again. Today, I'll just send that one email I've been putting off. Day by day, I did one thing at a time. Amazingly, as these small things accumulated, my heart gradually became lighter. Everyone, this is the key point. Don't try to find all the answers today. Time will bring the answers. We always want to feel better quickly. We want to organize quickly, conclude quickly, return to normal quickly. But the heart has no speed limit. The more complicated your heart feels, the slower you need to go. The simpler you become, the more you can move again. Think about it. Having many thoughts is proof that you've been living earnestly. People who live thoughtlessly don't even have these concerns. So don't think of your complicated heart as a weakness. It's evidence that you're taking life seriously. However, now it's time to reduce a bit. What needs to be reduced isn't the things you need to do, but the amount of thinking. You don't need to consider every possibility. You don't need to satisfy everyone. You don't need to predict every outcome in advance. Choosing simply isn't giving up. It's focusing. It's gathering your energy on the one thing most important to you right now. Let me give you some practical methods here. First, on days when your heart feels complicated, lower your goals. If you plan to do 5 things, just do 1. If you plan to work for 2 hours, just do 30 minutes. It's okay. Today, that alone is enough. Second, lower your standards. Don't try to do things perfectly. Focus on starting and finishing. Finishing something at 60% is much better than not even starting something perfect. Third, complete that small thing all the way through. No matter how small it is, it doesn't matter. Making your bed, doing the dishes once, walking for 10 minutes. That small completion brings your wavering heart back to center. We often think we need big changes to get better. A new job, a new relationship, a new environment. But most recovery starts with very simple, small things. Eating one meal on time. A brief walk. A few minutes without your phone. Finishing one thing you need to do today. Things like these. When life gets complicated, don't try to change your whole life. Make today simple. Those days add up to become a week, a month, a year. Everyone, on days when your heart feels complicated, tell yourself this. Today doesn't have to be perfect. Today I don't have to do a lot. Today, just one thing is enough. That one thing will get you moving again. The more thoughts you have, the more life stops. But the simpler your actions become, the more life starts flowing again. Even at this very moment, you're doing well enough. Even with an unsorted heart, you continue to live. That fact alone makes you an amazing person. Let me share one more thing I've been practicing lately. Every morning when I wake up, I ask myself, if I could only do one thing today, what would it be? The answer to that question becomes today's goal. Sometimes it's work-related. Draft the report. Sometimes it's personal. Call mom. Sometimes it's really simple. Eat dinner properly. What's important is that whatever it is, after completing that one thing, I praise myself. I did it today. Good job. Like that. Does it seem small? Does it seem insignificant? But these small things add up to change us. Small daily successes accumulate into great confidence. Small actions gather to become new habits, and ultimately transform our lives. Everyone, remember this. You don't need to solve all your thoughts today. Today, you just need to do one thing. And that one thing will make tomorrow's you a little lighter. If your heart feels complicated right now, just remember this one thing. The more thoughts you have, the simpler the things you need to do should be. This simple principle will get your life moving again. One more thing. You're not alone. There are so many people with complicated hearts like this. And all of them, just like you, are doing their best day by day. Sometimes there will be good days, sometimes there will be hard days. That's natural. Nobody's perfect. You don't need to be perfect every day either. What's important is to keep moving forward. Even if it's a very small step, that's okay. As long as you don't stop. One thing today. One thing tomorrow. One more thing the day after. If you keep going like that, before you know it, you'll be much farther than you thought. And when you look back, you'll surprise yourself thinking, wow, I've come this far. I'm rooting for you. Your complicated heart, your small attempts, every moment. You worked hard today. Tomorrow, try just doing one thing. That alone is enough. You're already doing well. Thank you for watching. If this content was helpful, please subscribe. Thank you.